Friends, colleagues, and graduates, good evening. I've been doing these ceremonies for years and I've never ever started one with good evening, so this is an interesting precedent having it done in the dark. I hope it adds to the occasion. Welcome to the University of Manchester and to what is, of course, for all of you, a very special occasion. We hope you enjoy this ceremony and your time here in this truly remarkable city. As many of you will know, birthplace of the Industrial Revolution, and some people think the footballing capital of the world. Here, ideas in natural science, technology, social science, and culture have been and continue to be conceived. And that story is very much about the creation of the modern world, and it's one with which this university has been and still is very much engaged. Manchester's story is also about the struggle for liberty, justice, and tolerance. A struggle that, of course, includes the Peterloo Massacre of 1819, which will be marked next year by the city, and the mill workers' stance against American slavery. And, of course, only last year, we witnessed, not very far from here, a shocking terrorist attack on those values which we hold as central to the values of this city and to a university. Welcome, especially to our guests, the family, friends and supporters of those of you who are about to graduate. I'm sure some of you will have travelled a very long way from elsewhere in the UK and from different parts of the world. Thank you for all you've done along the way for our graduates. We know that you are proud of their achievements, but almost certainly they would not be here now without your financial and, of course, emotional support. I guess many of you will have seen the film Good Will Hunting, about an undiscovered mathematical genius, in which one of the characters says to Will, "Some people can't believe in themselves until someone else believes in them first." Well, graduates, these are the people whose belief helped get you here today. I will spend a bit of energy applauding you, but perhaps you would like to show your appreciation of the family and friends and supporters who've been by your side throughout this journey and are with you here this evening. Thank you very much. Welcome too to my colleagues here who have been your teachers. Albert Einstein, who lectured in this hall, said, "I never teach my students. I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they learn," which contains an element of truth, but it does make teaching sound a little too easy and passive, and I guess more than most graduates, you will understand that. None of us make intellectual journeys alone. We all owe a debt to those from whom we learn, and I hope that you will remember your teachers who opened doors to new ideas and new ways of looking at the world. So on behalf of the university and you, our graduates, I would like to thank those lecturers and tutors who gave of their best, and it is their best, so that you might take a step closer to attaining your ambition, whatever that ambition may be. Finally, welcome to you, our graduates. We are, of course, delighted that you chose to study at the University of Manchester and that your hard work has brought a just reward in your degree. You might be interested to know that this country is run largely by humanities and social science graduates who dominate Parliament and the upper levels of the civil service, while 60% of UK industry leaders have humanities and social science degrees. I'm tempted to pause a minute just to think about where the country is at the moment and wonder if that's altogether good, but nevertheless. What you have gained here in Manchester goes far beyond power and influence, or a salary, and all that it might be. If you've gained friendships, deepened your understanding, acquired durable knowledge, honed your tolerance of others and their ideas, absorbed lasting values, discovered your limitations, added to your skills, explored your talents, and determined above all on a course of action, then your time here has been well spent. So, what now? Henry Kissinger observed that each success only buys an admission ticket to a more difficult problem. So, 3 years at university for an undergraduate degree, perhaps 1 additional year for a master's degree, and for some, another 4 years for a PhD. And perhaps 15 times 3 years to pay off the mortgage and earn yourself a pension. Is that the route you're destined to follow in this very fast-changing world? What next? And how will you cope? How many years until you get the job you desire? How long must you wait to buy your first property? When will you marry? How long will it last? What age will you be when you have your first child? How quickly can you become the boss? When will you bank your first million? And when will you give your first million to the University of Manchester? So many choices to be made, and as Dumbledore says in the course of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, that's one of these things a dean has to just put in to show we're just a little bit trendier than we look. It is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices. So think very carefully about those choices, for in the end they will define you. In The Dark Side of the Moon, which takes us in the other chronological direction, Pink Floyd sing, "Every year is getting shorter, you never seem to find the time." A phrase I now understand a good deal better than I did when I first heard it in 1973. But you still have the time, and you clearly have the talent. Use them wisely, and remember that you will still need effort, for you can't get to the top by sitting on your bottom. So you've learned much here, but never stop learning. And whatever you do with the rest of your lives, we would like to think that you will stay in touch with the circle of fellow alumni that is your own particular band of brothers and sisters, also with your teachers, and with this university that has helped to shape and to form you. In time, of course, we may come and ask for your expert advice, or for your help in opening a door, or that you support an underprivileged student. I very much hope that today, therefore, does not mark the end of your relationship with the University of Manchester. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Neil Humphrey and I'm the head of the Manchester Institute of Education. Okay, so first, to our graduates, I'd like to take a moment and give yourselves a big round of applause. Off you go. For 2 reasons. One is your incredible achievements in getting through your teacher training, and you've made it, your teachers, but also that in addition to that, in addition to all of that hard work and dedication, you've also engaged in incredibly socially responsible behaviour. So many of you made donations which we put towards our No Barriers Foundation. So among you, there were donations of over £1,000 last year, and that's gone to the Colourful Dreams School in Malawi, where it's been used to hire a teacher for a year and fund a new classroom. Absolutely fantastic, incredible, socially responsible behaviour that is woven into the DNA of the staff and students of the Institute of Education, so thank you. Okay. I also want to pay tribute to our staff, as Keith did. They work incredibly hard, above and beyond the call of duty, to ensure that your experience as a trainee teacher is absolutely first class. And the feedback that we receive, both internally and externally, tells us that they achieve this ambitious aim year after year. We're incredibly proud that our primary and secondary PGCE programmes have been recognised as outstanding by Her Majesty's Inspectorate following our recent Ofsted inspection. As I'm sure all of you know, but possibly friends and family may not do, outstanding is the highest grade that Ofsted can confer, and every single one of our teacher training programmes is graded as outstanding. This is an excellent achievement for our ITE partnership and confirms our place as a top provider of initial teacher education nationally, and the 10-year analysis of the Good Teacher Training Guide placed the University of Manchester in the top 5 higher education institutions in England. More than 98% of our trainees rate the overall quality of their training as excellent or good. Our overall programme satisfaction rates consistently exceed the national average, and we're delighted that our retention rates are at their highest for several years. So, if you wouldn't mind just taking a moment and give our staff another round of applause. That's enough. That's enough. We don't want it to go to their heads. Thank you. This exceptional provision, combined with your dedication and hard work, has led you, our new generation of teachers, to achieve absolutely superb outcomes. For both primary and secondary PGCE, 98% of you are graduating with a good or outstanding final grade. There's that word again, outstanding. And the overwhelming majority of you have already secured positions in schools. It's really pleasing to note that most of you have chosen to work in this region. Approximately 80% of our graduates take up their first post within 20 miles of this building. Some of you will work in Oldham, and as such you may teach one of my 3 children. God help you if you do. Joking aside, this is the way we've always done things in education at Manchester, providing inspiring teachers for local schools who aim to tackle disadvantage. Our partnership extends to hundreds of schools, thousands of mentors, supplying many thousands of teachers who will have inspired millions of children. We have a strong commitment to inclusion, social mobility, and tackling disadvantage through developing inspirational teachers who go on to serve our local communities. Teacher training at Manchester truly epitomises the social responsibility agenda that is so important to this university. In the words of the city's resident poet Longfellow, Manchester gives us such strength from the fact that this is the place, so we should give something back. Initial teacher education at Manchester has been giving something back to our local community for over 150 years and will continue to do so for a long time to come. Nelson Mandela said, "Education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. As teachers, you can help shape a better, more just, more equal society. You will empower and inspire many thousands of children over the course of your career. Never be in doubt the positive influence you will have, the difference you will make. You will be transforming children's lives on a daily basis. But my guess is that you already know this. For most of you, it's the reason you applied to train as a teacher in the first place. We're very glad that you chose to begin your journey with us. Congratulations again on your monumental achievement." I know I wouldn't get through the whole speech without making a mess up. Thank you very much.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the Postgraduate Certificate in Education, PGC SCIT, from the Alliance for Learning, Charlotte Hicks. Jordan Ella Armstrong. Rory Joseph Belcher. Lauren Bowker. Victoria Elizabeth Cotter. Megan Lee Foster. Jodie Marie Hooper. Amelia Newman. Helen Roberts Henley. Erin Grace Scanlon. Thomas Whiting. Yasmina Zouawi. And from the PGCE SCIT, North Manchester Initial Teacher Training, Zornitsa Bykova Tyson. Kezia Budsworth. Esther Hyde. Alex Jones. Yasmin Nagoff. Jack Mort. Selina Murphy. Madia Nabi. Hayley Neal. Georgia Stanworth. Gareth Taylor. Rebecca Elizabeth Walker.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Secondary Business Education, Karen Byrne. Shamima Islam. David McCann. Paul O'Neill. Jessica May Reynolds. Dominic Shred. And in Secondary School Direct Business Education, 14 to 19, St Ambrose Barlow, John Pemberton. And in Secondary Economics and Business Education, Kinga Schnesner. And in Secondary Biology, Tara Louise Cornwall. Hannah Shafiq. Daniel Wilson. And in Secondary Biology, School Direct, St. Peter's RC High School, Sebastian Fernandez Cuervo. Anna Josephine Wilkinson. And in Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Chemistry, Daniel Coggan. Elizabeth Maria Entwistle. Laura Ferns. Emma Louise Gallagher. Andrew David Glanville. Laith Gorani Najad. Eleanor Jones. Alikan Alian Kassan. Dennis Palmer. Amy Alexandra Rivens. And in Secondary Chemistry, School Direct, Blessed Thomas Holford Catholic College, Faye McGloin. And in Secondary Chemistry, School Direct, Loretto Grammar School, Natalie Ross. And in secondary English, Atika Ahmed. Esther Josephine Canan. Claire Adele Pascal Castanet. Emily Hall. Abigail Lee Hood. Rachel Elizabeth Melvin. Claire Anne Ramtoul. Harriet Wong. And in secondary English, School Direct Loretto Grammar School, Alexandra Elizabeth Pyloba Richardson. And in secondary French, George Beattie. Natalie Kate Glancy. Annabelle Eva Gowrie. Anita Helen Houston. Rachel Jeanette Porter. Gregoire Ternoy. Rebecca Winchester. Craig Papa. And in secondary geography, David Boddy. Lewis Dainty. Kirsty Angela Amy Garrick. Dominic May. Nisha Patel. Benjamin Perkins. Danielle Helena Spinks. And in secondary German, Eleni Maria Pagoni. And in secondary history, David Allen Bent. Naomi Catherine Coward. Hannah McGuinn. And in secondary mathematics, Sarah Abdul Ghafoor. Nashmia Ahmed. Gergana Bayeva. Emma Agostini. Madeline Jane Barnett. Samin Fatima. Bethany Henderson. Jade Hodson. Christopher Thomas Holloway. Haneen Jady. Olivia Catherine King. Rachel Loganberg. Ahlia Lulat. Xiaohui Mei. Sean Peter McCarthy. Abby Harriet Palmer. Yuk Lam Pang. Jamie Elizabeth Paterson. Sarah Louise Peevers. Anas Saleh. Isabel Christine Joy Taylor. Ian Watts. Sarah Weddle. Christopher West. Erica Danielle Williams. And in secondary mathematics, School Direct Loretto Grammar School, Sean Robert George Barton. And in secondary mathematics, School Direct, St. Peter's RC High School, Deebu James. And in secondary physics with maths, Adam Douglas. Claudia Lapin. And in secondary physics, Calum Finnegan. Stuart McGregor. Adriana Raluca Vintilla. And in secondary Spanish, David Cuesta Mosquera. Alexander Kingsley. Daniel Perry. Naomi Ritty. Charlotte Sampson. Laura Sullivan. Lucy Taylor. And in secondary Spanish, School Direct, the Fallabroom Academy, Marta Flood.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the Postgraduate Certificate in Education in PGDE Primary, Catherine Harrison. And in Primary 5 to 11, School Direct, Blessed Thomas Holford Catholic College, Catherine Drabble. And in Primary 5 to 11, School Direct, Oasis Academy Limeside, Emily Murphy. Rebecca Rourke. Sonia Akhtar Tammy. Hannah Toll. And in Primary 5 to 11, School Direct, Seymour Park Community Primary School, Sylvie Edwards. Charlotte Meredith. Hannah Ralston. Lipman Tang. And in Primary 5 to 11, School Direct, Mottram St Andrew, Sarah Bailey. Isolde Coop. Phoebe Lawton. And in Primary, Adebola Adeniran. Nazish Ahmed. Nadia Ali. Rachel Louise Alka. Michael Joseph Atwood. Torrin Blaisby. Rebecca Brame. James Broughton. Dawn Burnell. Lauren Clark. Aaron Collins. Anthony Cooper. Hwaelin Malangal Sinful. Hannah Daly. Laura Dearden. Emily Rose Duffy. Hetty Ellis. Joe Fairbrother. Oliver Fielden. Phoebe Finan. Danielle Fisher. Rachel Foster. Elizabeth Grange. Wahida Parveen Hack. Nolela Louise Hopwood. Chloe Ann Sabrina Hewlin.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Primary, Jennifer Lindsay Hughes. Eleanor Shaw Humphreys. Samuel Hyde. Megan Franken James. Beverly Johnson. Tamana Kanam. Axa Kershid. Holly May Kingston. Abir Lulat. Emma McManus. Emily Mares. Megan Matthews. Alice Helen Ruth McGowan. Catherine Mitchell. Kerry Murphy. Suba Nisa. Joshua Nixon Smith. Sophie Alexandra Naval. Holly Frances Poole. Emma Rawcliffe. Amy Roberts. Charlotte Constance Robinson. Charlotte Robinson. Rebecca Annabel Robson. Madeline Rochelle. Matthew John Rushton. Emily May Salter. Mohammed Umar Sheikh. Claire Marion Shercliffe. Jennifer Mary Sherwin. Ben Stuckey. Samantha Jane Swain. Safa Tahir. Shelby Tetlow. Madeline Hannah Trollman. Alex Unwin. Hannah Valentine. Andrew Vickers. Rumesa Wadiwala. Sean Whalen.
Good, so nobody fell on the stairs. Nobody got the wrong degree. It all went really well. You can put your hats on now. Please don't throw them in the air, though. We're not in the United States. And it only remains for me to say again, congratulations to all of you. I hope you have a fantastic career and a wonderful life. Thank you for those who've come as guests and have supported everybody here. And I now declare this ceremony at a close. Thank you very much. Please be upstanding.